Alright boys and girls, we've got some juicy mods right here for you. It's kind of just a mashup of random mods that I found on the Nexus, so make sure you grab them. Stay to the end for some proper juicy ones. This is first person interactions by Prima, and pretty much what this does is includes first person animations for the player character. So now when you open any doors, you do any kind of lock picking, your character will do it in game, and it's pretty cool. I mean, some of them are kind of a bit janky. When you wave at kids like this, it kind of looks a bit funky looking, but yeah, it's pretty cool that you can do this now. I think if you just click shift and enter, you can actually do this, and you can actually stroke dogs as well, so it's pretty cool. If you see any dogs in the game now, you can stroke them. Obviously when you open doors, your play character will do that too, and then when you pick up any items in the game world, your character will also pick them up. And I think also if you pick up any books, your character will do a reading animation. It's pretty awesome. Then obviously if you want to open any chests or wave at any bards, or really clap your hands at bards when they're playing an instrument, you can now do that, which is pretty sick. So if you find a bard in any of the inns now, you can actually clap to them. So if you want to do that, you can do. This animation mod is pretty awesome, and it kind of gives it that more next-gen feeling, so make sure you grab it. Now, I know you guys want to play as a bard in Skyrim. Now, I've got you covered with Skyrim's Got Talent by J-Serpa. Now, any of the instruments you can pick up in-game, like a lute, flute, or a drum, you can now play. So if you just go into your misc items and click enter on them, now your player character will play them. But because you are a novice bard and you don't really know how to play instruments, the characters around you in any of the inns or any of the game world characters will start reacting to your awful playing skills. So yeah, make sure you look out for that, because some of them will be shouting at you. But now you can actually play these instruments, and the more you play them, the better your character will get at playing them. So at first they sound absolutely awful, but later down the line, after you've played them quite a lot, your character will actually get better at using any of these instruments. Now you can hear it and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Now this is a mod that's been downloaded millions of times, and a lot of players might not actually know what it is. It's show player in menus. Now you can actually go into your inventory screen, and you can actually see the player character in the actual inventory, which is pretty cool. And you see this in a lot of games, a lot of open world games, where you can actually see your character, and then when you click on different items in your inventory like armor and weapons, your character will swap it, and obviously it'll happen in real game time. As you can see, I'm now swapping through different clothing options, and the actual play character is actually moving, and the character's clothing is changing. The game world is obviously playing in the background too, so if you will get attacked while in this inventory, your character will probably get twatted. So just be careful for that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little addition, and it's a bit of an older mod, so a lot of the new players who are modding Skyrim nowadays, you might not know about this. So make sure you grab this one, because I actually didn't even know about this until probably a couple of months back, and it's downloaded, and it's a must-have mod for my mod list. So make sure you grab this one, because it is pretty cool, and it kind of just gives it that bit more next-gen feel into the game. And if you are using the MCM, you can actually get some of the options here which you can tweak with. Depends what you want. So yeah, you can enable stuff and disable stuff. That's completely up to you, what you prefer. But yeah, you've got that option too if you really want to do that. So you've got 3 little tabs here which you can choose from. And yeah, you can pretty much just tweak around with the settings. It's completely up to you what you want to do to tweak this mod. So make sure you check this one out. It's pretty awesome. Now we have a very sexy and kind of lewd mod. This is Egil's Demon Hunter by Ismior. So pretty much this will include kind of a nun outfit, and it's pretty sexy. You can get different options on how you want to customize this outfit. You can make it more lewd or more covered up, but it's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the nun outfits from Hitman Absolution. If you've ever played that game, there's 3 killer nun bosses that you can actually find. They kind of look similar to this, but yeah, it looks pretty cool, and I guess it's somewhat lore friendly. You kind of look like some sort of monster killer or demon hunter even, and yeah, it looks pretty nice, and it's somewhat lewd. You are wearing panties underneath this, so if your character is playing or running around in the game, your skirt will lift up because it's SMP, and your panties will be showing. You can also take those said panties off. That's completely up to you if you do like that kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And in third person, it looks pretty awesome, and the whole body moves around, and the skirt and all that jazz. So it's pretty awesome. Make sure you grab this one. Now we've got the tattered brown cloak, or just the cloak, or the Bocksten cloak, or whatever you want to call it. The Bocksten cloak. I fucked that up about 10 times. But yeah, this is a cloak that the player character can equip over any of the armor that the player character is using. So yeah, it's a fully SMP as well. So when your character does run around, it will move around with the player. And you get about 6 or 7 different color variations. Just choose the one you prefer, but it's pretty nice. So if you are wearing any kind of lewd armor, or just any armor in general, and you want to kind of keep a little bit warmer, it's kind of like a little poncho. You can grab this and put it over the player character's armor. As you can see here, the actual cloak is moving around with the player. There's some slight clipping, but it's not too bad. It might clip with some armor pieces you are wearing in the game, but when you are using any of the weapons, it does look pretty decent. Alright, for these next set of mods to work, you want to download OStim Standalone, the Advanced Adult Animation Framework. So you need to download this and follow the requirements on how to download this. It is a bit of a pain in the arse to get sorted at first, but once you've got it sorted, these next set of mods will actually work correctly. Alright lads, do you want to spice up your OStim Standalone scenes? Well, I've got you covered with this mod for you dirty boys and gals. This Ahegao Expressions. Now this will pretty much add a tongue to the males and female characters during these scenes. So yeah, if you do like that kind of thing, you can grab this mod. It also makes the characters blush, so when you are getting pounded or doing the pounding, your character will make this face right here. I hope you enjoyed this mod, you dirty boys. This mod will let you romance and flirt with any NPC in Skyrim, and also lets you go down to Pound Town. Let's get into this one. Now, if you approach an NPC in a tavern, you can now speak to them and flirt to them. They can also speak to you as well, so if you enter a tavern, they can approach you. Now, after that has happened, you can choose many options to actually flirt with them and just get to know the NPC. So you can drink with them, you can gift them jewelry if you've got any in your inventory. Make sure you've got coin so you can actually take a drink with them. Then also you can kiss them, play any instrument if you get the Skyrim's Bard's Got Talent mod. There is a patch for that, so you can do that as well and play instruments just to get to romance them even more. Then you can undress to show your scars, and then yeah, you can pretty much do all these kind of things. This is the options here, what you can choose from, and then just speaks about your character in general as well and what kind of character they are. Then at the end of it, you can take him to bed, and then you can go straight into your favourite OStim scenes, as be as romantic as possible. This mod will allow you to make love and go straight to Pound Town with various NPCs throughout the game, which are quest givers. Now, this is an example of what I'm going to show you. So the quest in the Diabella Temple, you can actually go and steal one of the statues, and then it will carry on one of the quests for these, where you've got to go and save one of these little girls from this Forsworn camp. So we're just going to go straight to that. So pretty much while you are completing this quest, you just need to complete pretty much this whole quest line, and then return back to the Diabella Temple, and then pretty much you can go straight to Pound Town with any of the priestesses. So yeah, you just want to need to kill all the Forsworn here, deal with them, and then deal with the actual final Forsworn, the Briarheart, and then once you've dealt with him, the actual child will be locked in the cage. And then you need to collect her and take her back to the temple, and then you can speak back to the priestesses, pray at the shrine, and then pretty much you're nearly there. Then there will be an actual example here where you can actually choose the lover one, and this will let you pretty much go straight to Pound Town with these characters.
Allow me to be the first of my sisters to satisfy your deepest desires, Agent of Dibella.
So completing some of these quests will give you the lover option, where you can make love to some of these characters, mainly a lot of quest givers during the game. Do you want to spice up your OStim Standalone mod? Now with this animation, Lovemaking Compendium, this will pretty much include a few more new animations for OStim Standalone. As you can see, this little picture here, this is with the actual animation pack. Now these animations are quite fluid and they don't look robotic or anything. I say they are very well made done compared to the other animation packs. And every time you do click a new animation, the characters will move along instead of switching to the next set of animations, which just looks kind of janky and a bit jarring. So every time you do click like a new kissing animation, or you do pretty much turn the characters around, they will actually move around, and then when you pick up the characters and stuff like that, there will be a whole cool little animation which do look pretty well done. So make sure you grab this one. If you do like OStim Standalone, make sure you download that. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty much a lovemaking mod where you can pretty much have sex with any of the NPCs in the game. It's very simple. Just once you've downloaded that, make sure you grab this animation pack, because I say it's probably the best animation pack for OStim. So make sure you grab this one and follow the requirements when downloading OStim. So if you do like a lot of spanking on the BTs, this would be perfect for you. It does look pretty decent. So yeah, you dirty buggers, make sure you download this mod, because I think you'll enjoy it. Anyways, I'm done now, so fuck off.